This is our World 302 project on Belgium and its communication style. Belgium is a country of about 10.5 million people. Its capital city is Brussels, and Brussels also serves as the capital city of the European Union, and therefore the euro is the accepted currency in Belgium. It's situated in Western Europe, bordered by the Netherlands, Germany, and Luxembourg and France. The North Sea also sits to the northwestern part of the country. Belgium was originally part of France, and then when Napoleon was defeated at Waterloo, it became part of the Netherlands. From 1815 until 1830, they lived under the rule of King William I of the Netherlands. On October 4th, 1830, a provisional government was formed as a result of riots and an uprising against King William. Belgium is now a federal parliamentary democracy under a constitutional monarchy, which is ruled by King Philippe and his wife Queen Mathilde. Here are some geographical facts about Belgium. A majority of the EU capitals are located within about 1,000 kilometers of Belgium, which is about 621 miles. That makes Brussels the obvious choice to be the capital of the EU because it's so centrally located. Belgium has three different sections. There's Lower Belgium, Central Belgium, and Upper Belgium. They're referred to that way due to their height or lack of height above and below sea level. Lower Belgium is up to 100 meters above sea level and consists of beaches and dunes. Central Belgium is 100 to 200 meters above sea level and has forests and clay plateaus and farms. Upper Belgium is 200 to over 500 meters above sea level, is the most sparsely populated and heavily wooded part of the country. The Ardennes, a large, dense forest, which was the site of a large battle in World War II, the Battle of the Bulge, are a very popular tourist attraction in this area. Continuing on, here are some economic, political, and cultural facts about Belgium. Belgium's economy is approximately $421.7 billion US. Their per capita GDP is actually among the world's highest. 73%, a large portion of Belgium's workforce, actually works in the service industry now, although their leading exports include electrical equipment, vehicles, diamonds, and chemicals. As far as their political system goes, there are numerous political parties in Belgium, and they're all split along cultural lines. So there's Flemish, Francophone, and German parties. And many parties exist within each one of these three groups, so they have to form coalition governments in order to govern the entire country. The current Prime Minister, Elio de Rupo, is a socialist whose coalition government consists of Social Democrats, Christian Democrats, and Liberals. These groups are a mix of Dutch and French language groups. De Rupo from Moorland-Wells in Wallonia is also the first openly gay male leader of a country in modern times. And like I said earlier, they're a federal parliamentary democracy with a constitutional monarchy. So on the right here is a picture of King Philippe with his wife, Queen Mathilde, and embedded in here is a YouTube video of King Philippe being sworn in. As far as the culture goes, there's the three groups, the Dutch, the French, and the Germans. They are majority Dutch, 58%, 31% for Germans, and 11% for everyone else. The primary religion is Roman Catholic, which encompasses about 75% of the population. A significant portion of the country is 55 or older, 37.7%. And the Dutch-speaking Flemings of the north and the French Wallonians of the south are divided, and these divisions have led to constitutional amendments granting these regions some amount of autonomy. As previously mentioned, there are three main cultures in Belgium: the Flemings, the Walloons, and the Germans. When Belgium was first established, French was the official language, despite a majority of the population being a member of the Dutch-speaking Flemings. And that was in 1830. Dutch was not named an official language along with French until 1898. During World War I and World War II, when the Germans occupied Belgium, they often played up the differences between the Flemings and the Walloons to further incite their dislike of each other. In 1962, a permanent linguistic border was created in Belgium. Flanders in the north was separated from Wallonia in the south. And a source of tension in Belgium originates from linguistic centers that were established that provide services to the minority speakers in the opposite zone of the country. So the French-speaking Wallonians were given protections in the Fleming section of the country. The Flemish say that the Wallonians should speak Dutch, and the Wallonians say that the Flemings are intolerant. As far as culturally, the Flemings are seen as more collectivist than the individualist Wallonians. And here on the left we have the Wallonia flag, and on the right the Fleming flag. When greeting somebody in Belgium, it's often very similar to the U.S. A brief handshake is appropriate for a greeting between men or someone that you don't necessarily know. If you know the person and you're a man greeting a woman or a woman greeting another woman, 3 alternating kisses on the cheeks will normally replace the handshake. That's kind of consistent with the U.S. We don't always see the cheek kisses, but it's not an uncommon thing to see. And plus, they speak more formally to those that you work with and shake their hands, or someone who's a stranger versus greeting your friend. When going over to somebody's house in Belgium, when you're invited over, it is polite to bring a gift, usually flowers or fine chocolates. Here in a video on the left, we have someone who lives in Belgium explaining how he greets his friends versus how he greets his co-workers, which is very similar to the U.S. Belgium is technically a young country with an old history. Its customs and communication styles seem very similar to other countries such as the U.S., but everything occurs in a uniquely divided environment. Its multiple cultures make it a special place, but also can sometimes create tension. Here's a video that takes a playful look at the intricacies of Belgian life.